Hello, everybody. My name is Leopomon, and I am finally back. I finally got a working video editor, so now I can start doing videos for my gaming channel and my uh, tabletop RPG channel. Nat 20, which after I created the whole video of that, um, a few months later, when I actually created the channel, I found four other people using Nat20 as their channel name, so I'm gonna have to think of something else. But until then, let's get to this. Okay. So, welcome to Age of Mythology. I love this game. Although I've never played it through Steam, I've played it in a different way. Let's go a little harder because I've always played this on easy when I used to play it on a disc. On a disc. Who's ever played on a disc anymore? Well, anyways.
Age of Mythology. Today, your task is a simple one. The hero Arkantos has sailed to an island far from his home in Atlantis, seeking the Cyclops. The slaying of this mythical beast will bring great glory to Arkantos and his hunters. But before we take on the mythical creature, we must learn how to march. Left click.
Hold up. Player options. Yeah. Let's do that just in case again.
On Arkantos to select him. Good.
Etymos.
Alright.
Now right-click near the blue flag to move along the path. If you're ever unsure about what to do next, check the Objectives banner. Click the flashing Objectives banner to see your current goal. Move your mouse to the top of the
Esto.
screen to scroll the view in the main game window to the next flag. Well done! Right-click the ground near the next flag. Here come the other Atlantean warriors. Drag a box around Arkantos and the other men. All of the
Etymos.
hunters are now selected and will move in a group. Continue down the path to the next flag.
Do I know
Malista.
any cheats? The answer is yes.
Arkantos and his men have not yet explored this part of the island, so part of the path is still hidden in darkness. The black area represents unexplored territory. This is where the beast's trail continues. Right-click the flag where the trail continues beyond the black area. The men will move forward, revealing the path as they go.
I used to know all the cheats.
Excellent. Continue down the path to the next flag.
Ne.
But it's been so
Notice
long.
the diamond-shaped window at the bottom right corner of the screen. This is the mini-map. The mini-map shows you where you are and also places you haven't explored yet. Left-clicking on the mini-map will instantly move the view in the main game window.
That I forgot.
When you're ready, continue down the path and seek out the Cyclops.
That I forgot most of the cheats. I remember. Actually, I can just show you what they do since this is the tutorial. Trojan horse for sale. Right down at the bottom left, you see that I now have 1,000 wood. This is a tutorial. It's fine because in this uh, chapter, the only one that's gonna be useful is Pandora's box. But anyways, then there's ATM of Erebus, which it does the same as Trojan horse, but for sale, but for gold. Um, Mount Olympus. Don't remember how to spell it, but Mount Olympus uh, gives you maximum favor. Uh, Isis, hear my plea. Does it work on in this one? Hold up. Nope, did not work. I mean, you heard it did activate, but you don't see. What it does is summon all the heroes that are in the Fall of Atlantis, or the Fall of the Tritons campaign. That you actually get to play with. Like Arcantos here, Ajax, Odysseus, Chiron, Amon-Ra.
Ne.
Characters like that. Anyways, Trojan Horse, ATM, Mount Olympus, Isis, hear my plea, and the fifth one is Pandora's box, which is the only useful cheat I know for this area. It just gave me 4 random
Esto.
god
Βούλομαι.
powers. Which
Βούλομαι.
actually, one of them is
Πρόσταγμα.
the most
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
useful
Esto.
one out
Βούλομαι.
of all of them, actually.
Ναι.
Watch.
Ne. Βούλομαι. Look there, the Cyclops.
To attack, make sure your units are selected.
Carlos.
Then right-click on the Cyclops.
Again, the gods
A
bless
hero
us.
has fallen.
Anyways, so remember, I've never done this on moderate, so we will see what happens as we go along.
We have
Again,
returned.
how difficult this gets. Yay.
To properly honor the gods, you must gather 100 food, 100 wood,
Πρόσεχε.
and 100
Μάλιστα.
gold. Then build a temple.
Esto.
The displays in the bottom left corner of the screen show that you already have some food. But if you're going to gather more resources, you'll have to use what food you have to
Έτοιμος.
create
Έστω.
or train a villager. The
Μάλιστα.
flashing structure is a town center. Left-click the town center to select it. Now click the flashing button to begin training a villager. Training a villager will cost you food. When training a unit, you can check the progress by looking at the
Πρόσεχε.
flashing
Έστω.
icon at the bottom of the screen, just to the left
Ναι.
of the minimap. Well
Ναι.
done! You've trained a villager. To gather resources,
Έστω.
left-click on a villager to select him, then right-click on the resource.
Or her, because
For
Πρόσεχε.
example, the flashing goats are a good source of food. With a villager selected, right-click on one of the goats. The villager will gather
Λέγε.
food
Βούλομαι.
until he has a full load,
Μάλιστα.
then return to the town center to drop it
Έστω.
off.
Esto. Μάλιστα. Esto.
I'm
Έστω.
gonna wait a bit
Ναι.
because goats
Βούλομαι.
and
Μάλιστα.
pigs are useful. They continually increase in the amount of food you get. So if I remember right, pigs can have a maximum of 300 meat, while goats can have a maximum of 150.
Πρόσταγμα.
So if I wait a while, eventually the goats will have 150 each, which will be a lot more useful than
Έτοιμοι.
having them gathered right now. Oh yeah, I'll cut to when it finally has 150 food. I mean, I could just go. No, no, I can't. I'm using OBS. Um, I've switched from my previous uh, editing software to OBS. Or for some of you who don't know, the Open Broadcast System as my new um, video software, video making software. So I now have to let that run until I reach a certain number. And then when I go to uh, the editing software, I can cut out what I didn't skip. All right, we've reached 150
Έτοιμοι.
wood.
Βούλομαι.
So, insert collect. Whoa. Okay.
Well done. The villager will continue to gather food until you tell him to stop, or he runs out of goats. Look! Additional villagers have come to help gather resources.
Πρόσεχε.
Select another villager and put him to work
Βούλομαι.
by right-clicking on the flashing farm.
Λέγε. Δρυτόμος.
Πρόσταγμα δρυτόμους.
Now gather wood from trees and gold
Λέγε.
from gold mines.
Μεταλλεύς.
Select a villager, then right-click the resource.
Έτοιμοι. Ναι.
Λέγε
Λέγε. Έτοιμοι. Πρόσεχε.
Remember,
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
only villagers can gather resources. If you're ever unsure about what to do next, check the objectives banner. Click the flashing
Λέγε.
objectives banner to see your current goal.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
Gather 100 food, 100 wood,
Έτοιμοι.
100 gold.
Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Έστω. Μεταλλεύς.
I mean, what's the point of having a storehouse when they're not going to the storehouse? Nice. Okay, now we gather from berry bushes. Okay. And
You have plenty of food.
Plenty of
You have
gold,
plenty of gold.
λέγε
and come on. And plenty.
You have plenty of wood. Well done. You have the resources to build a temple. Select a villager.
Let's make 2 more villagers. Alright, nice.
Notice the
Πρόσεχε.
buttons at the bottom left side of the screen. These are the buildings the villager can build, such as houses and granaries. Left-click the temple button, then left-click the main game window to
Βούλομαι.
place it. The villager that built the temple has started to worship, and your favor is increasing. Additional worshippers will make your favor rise more rapidly. Select additional villagers, then right-click the temple.
How many do I need? Oh, earn 5 favor. Which is... I'm already at 3. 4. And...
Your offerings have pleased the gods.
Alright. And then finally...
Look, there! Pirate ships!
Those might be Kamos's pirates. Quick, back to camp. We'll prepare a welcome they won't soon forget.
Arkantos and the other hunters are mighty warriors, but you'll need to create a larger army if you're going to defeat the pirates. But first, since you already have a temple,
Μάλιστα.
you should advance to the next
Λέγε,
age.
βούλομαι.
Select the town center. The flashing button allows you to advance to the next age. Click it now. The choice of minor god determines which mythical creatures you can summon and what powers the gods grant you. You can only pick one minor god to follow for each age, so choose carefully. Once you have made your choice, left-click the image of one of the gods to begin advancing to the next age.
In the tutorial, it doesn't matter because I don't get a Hydra, Skila, or Nemean Lion, or God, or the God power. So,
Now, to increase your army of warriors, building an academy will let you train hoplites. Select a villager. The academy is flashing. You have plenty of resources, so select it and place it. You can send additional villagers to help build the academy by selecting a group and right-clicking the foundation of the academy. But make sure to leave a few gathering resources. The academy is complete. Now, select it. Click the flashing button to train a hoplite. Clicking multiple times will queue up several hoplites to train one after another. For now, train 4 hoplites to help defend the camp.
Λέγε, βούλομαι.
You have reached your population limit. In order to increase your population limit, order a villager to build a house. Select a villager. The house button is flashing. Select it and place it.
Ναι.
I'm just gonna go a little ahead.
Έτοιμος,
and-
ναι.
Why is that
Έτοιμη.
flag not showing?
Έτοιμος.
You see this, right? It is going down. It's not appearing.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Alright.
Πρόσταγμα, έστω.
Λέγε.
Nice.
Πρόσεχε.
Okay. Huh. In the +2. Don't actually trust this because sometime in the disc version, not the Steam version, when you hover over an upgrade, it actually has a little scroll at the top up here that tells you exactly what these upgrades do. So some would say a plus, like right there. See, this says hack damage 11. This says hack damage 12.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Léger.
Έτοιμοι.
Well done. Each house will increase your maximum population, but you're
Πρόσεχε.
limited to 10 houses. To further increase your population limit, you could
Έτοιμοι.
claim additional settlements such as this one. Select a villager. A sentry tower would help us spot the pirates when they approach. The flagged location would be an excellent
Λέγε.
place to build a sentry tower.
Έστω.
Select a villager, choose the
Μάλιστα.
sentry tower, and build it near the flag.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Excellent. Now we'll
Λέγε.
see them coming.
Πάνι.
For extra protection, you should improve your tower.
Έτοιμος. Ναι.
Select the tower. The flashing button will improve all of your towers to watchtowers. Left-click it now.
Range and attack.
Mythical creatures are summoned from your temple and can be extremely effective against the enemy's human soldiers and buildings. Select the temple. It's the flashing building near the center of your village. You have enough favor and other resources to summon a centaur. The centaur is very fast and an excellent ranged unit. He will help us scout the island and locate the pirate camp. Summon a centaur by clicking the flashing button.
Λέγε. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Ναι.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος.
The pirates are approaching. Protect your villagers by
Πρόσταγμα.
ringing the town bell.
Ορθώς.
Select the town center.
Λέγε.
Click the flashing town bell button. When the town bell rings, your villagers take shelter in the nearest town center or watchtower.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Ορθώς. Βούλομαι.
You have fought off the pirates'
Πρόσταγμα.
initial attack.
Μάλιστα.
Now send all of your villagers back to work.
Πρόσταγμα.
Select the town center.
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Πάνι.
Έτοιμοι. Μάλιστα.
Click the flashing button. Your villagers will leave the safety of the town center and return to their tasks. You have trained enough soldiers to defeat the pirates. Their camp is located here. Gather your army together and send them to attack.
Μάλιστα.
And one more for good.
Έτοιμος. Ορθώς. Πάνι.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Alright.
Βούλουμε.
And send them off to
Μάλιστα.
battle.
Μάλιστα.
The gods have rewarded you with the meteor power. God powers can be used at any time and can completely change the course of battle. However, they can only be used once. Show the pirates what the power of the gods can do. Left-click the flashing meteor button, then left-click somewhere in the pirate camp.
Έστω.
Well,
Καλώς.
one survived. A more
Έτοιμος.
Victory is
Έστω.
ours! Well done, men! Break camp and load the ships! We sail for Atlantis with the tide.
Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.